Hello, twin flames. Hello, soulmates, empaths, light workers, star seeds. Hello to everyone and anyone who has found themselves here today. Welcome to your twin flame reading, also your soulmate reading. And welcome back to the Tarot Closet if you are a regular viewer, and hello. Also welcome if you're new to our soul family, our soul tribe. I'm very happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Twin flames, this is your twin flame reading. This is already wanting to be yours. Your twin flame reading where we talk about your twin flame journey, spirituality, love, and everything that the twin flame journey entails, which is spirituality and love and ascension and detachments and shadow work, a lot of shadow work, ascension. There's a lot going on this journey. Not a lot of people understand the twin flame journey. I am a twin flame. I understand the journey. I understand your journey, and I'm here to help guide you the best that I can. So let's get started on your reading. We have our first message down. As you can see, the Two of Swords and the Fool card, both showing themselves Libra energy as well as Gemini, Virgo. All right, guys, let's see if they're going to come back into your reading. And look at this. So this is how it's going quite often at the Tarot Closet, and today is no different. Let's get a cut deck. Now I'm always shuffled and ready to go. Wow, they're very slippery today. Ready to go before readings, but I do like to get a little of extra shuffling in real time here. So let's get one more, and here we go. This is how it is going today. Please remember, this is a general reading. Take what is for you and let the rest go. Also, remember, this is a timeless reading. If you're here, there's a reason you're here. There are messages for you. This is connected to twin flame readings, my twin flame playlist. So if you would like to watch more, I think you can look at that. Let it just play. But it could also be you have to go down and physically go to the playlist, which you can do in the description, as well as my channel. I also have, I'm going to get one more cut deck here, all zodiac signs, no contact and or in separation readings. Now, those are not specific to twin flames, soulmates, but you always come through, and as always, take what's for you and let the rest go. I also have down below a new series that I am beginning, mystery readings, and back to messages from your person, which I used to do. Those will be coming back weekly, and they are for you, twin flames, soulmates, and anyone who finds the readings. Those are also linked down below. And last, pick a cards. Those are no contact and or in separation readings as well. Not specific to you, but again, you always come through. Okay, we're going to get your overall energy card, and we're going to get your reading turned over. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Can you please guide our twin flames, soulmates, and anyone who has arrived here today seeking guidance in regard to their twin flame journey, their soulmate journey, the connection to the person they have arrived here for. Aho. Can you please show us the card, overall energy? Yeah, that just wanted to jump and fly here. Look, so we will see what is going on there. It is the Seven of Wands, Taurus energy. Not surprising. We know you have been waiting, twin flame. We also know there's a lot of work involved in this journey. So let's see. That was kind of loud. What is going on with your reading today? We have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, your first card coming down. Also, the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. What is going on in your partnership placement? We have the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. The Page of Pentacles. What is going on here? Because that is where your overall card wanted to land. It is the Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. The Three of Swords, Libra energy. A lot of sword energy here today. And what's going on in the naughty corner, twin flames? Yeah, look at that. The Page of Swords and the Strength card, Leo energy. Okay, if you are new to the channel and you're wondering what the heck is the naughty corner, that has evolved over time here in my readings. It is where your person's energy goes. And a lot of times it can be telling us the story of breadcrumbing, ghosting, indecisiveness, things going on. But it doesn't always need to be that particular message. Lots of times quite beautiful cards, the Lover's card, so on and so forth, come down. It really is their energy, that's the main thing. And I don't believe there's any not great card in tarot, because they are all telling a story, including the Death card and the Devil card and the Tower card, the dreaded card sometimes that people are afraid to see. Never be afraid. It's because there's a message. Let's get into your reading, twin flames. I want to begin by talking about your overall energy, the Seven of Wands. Okay, first of all, before we get into that, this Gemini Virgo throat chakra is really strong. And yeah, I know why it is here. It's like being in a fire. This happens to me sometimes in readings where the fire energy is particularly strong. That is coming from Eight of Wands, guys. We're going to talk more about that and as we move along in your reading. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of energy coming from Spirit for you today in relation to something going on in your life. For some of you, that is involving possibly a mother figure, can also be just somebody in your family. We'll talk about that as well, but I want to talk about the overall energy for the two of you. This is Taurus energy, and this really is, well, it's about you coming in and standing in your power and feeling safe also and strong, which is coming through here in the Strength card. We see that there's something going on with the Five of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords, we know that there's stuff going on here in the Three of Swords with you and your twin flame. That is a lot of the heartbreak you feel. It's also coming through really strong. This separation for some of you is new. For others, it's not that it's new, but it's very painful. But I want to tell you, it has triggered a lot of stuff coming up here from your past, a lot of past things. Yeah, unresolved issues. I've got to say, the triggers, both from your childhood, ancestral trauma, also what's coming through really strong are past lives. Now, the triggering that has gone on with your person, but also something here is going on in your life. And that is why I feel the Seven of Wands is here today, really needing to protect yourself. And at the same time, I think you're feeling really drawn to helping others now. We see that here with the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, there is no gender here in your reading in tarot. Everybody has divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And I want to tell you, coming through really strong with this Queen of Pentacles today is the divine feminine, a mother nature, a motherly figure, a maternal figure. It could be a mother, but you're also coming through really strong of, feeling drawn to help others. And part of that is because of what you have gone through. Twin flame, I feel whoever is watching this reading today, if you were drawn here and you're resonating, there's a reason, and it does feel for you in particular that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. You're quite triggered at the moment, both in your shadow work and what is going on currently right now in the 3D, which is all tied together here. But your person as well, of course, is showing up here. And I gotta tell you, I do feel your person is also in there doing their work. As we know, that's the twin flame journey. I do feel you both quite aligned. Your energies have been aligned really for a long time. Your person is not so much going in and actively saying, hey, I'm going to help others, as I feel you're feeling really drawn to. But that is where they're at in their life. They're kind of, I feel like there's this visual that I keep seeing. They're sort of kind of fighting to stay above water. I'm not really sure what that is all about right now. We'll dive into that a little bit more as we move along. But we see this energy here right now. It's coming through really, really strong for you in the Seven of Wands. And I got to tell you too, I do feel that you're really pushing toward your goals. Now that can be a lot of things that we're talking about in your ascension, in your growth, on your journey, on your spiritual journey here. Interesting. And for some of you, that might be volunteer work or dreams that you're having. For a lot of you too, it is involving money. So that's another thing that is going on here. Some of you are feeling a little bit like not left behind, but feeling like you're not where you want to be. You might be looking at other people. So there's a reminder to not worry about their journey. Let them have their journey. Where they're at is where they're at. Where you're at is what we're concerned about here and is what we want to talk about. And you're there. It's a super strong message. You're here to get into your power. Boy, and I think it's going to be one of those readings today, Twin Flames, where I'm breathless. I feel quite breathless already now as I talk to you. And it just seems to be getting worse here. But the Strength card coming down quite strong. You're very resistant, Twin Flame. You have been through a lot, I feel. And the Seven of Wands and the Strength card both here coming down as messages validating that you're feeling a little defensive and protective right now. But please remember, look what you're right next to, the Three of Swords, what you've been through. It's really at the surface right now. A lot of the triggering, ancestral wounding, childhood wounding, traumas, a lot of stuff being triggered and a lot of stuff coming up from past lives here. So you're feeling quite vulnerable, but there is a message here for you. And one of the things I want to tell you that's really interesting is ostriches. Why does that sound so funny to say? They can cover, gosh, is it 9 or 10, maybe to 15 or 16 feet in a single stride. So they can go quite fast and cover a lot of ground. So I feel like this is, as hard as this is and what you have been through, please remember that this is also taught. This is a message from Spirit for you to take your head, I gotta say, out of the sand, because ostriches, why can't I say that word today? Ostriches are known for burying their head in their sand. 3 is the number of the divine. It's also very strong, the divine masculine, the divine feminine energies, also the source. Some might say Leo coming through, by the way. God, your God is the universe, the co-creation that is needed here. It's time, is what Spirit is saying, to get your head out of the sand, quite literally, and know that you have these beautiful, strong legs for movement. We also see that look coming through here. What's really interesting, and what is that? What's really interesting is this is a turtle. For a long time, I thought that it was a lizard. It is a turtle. As you can see, the turtle is wearing their shell and they're able to remove it, take it off, put it back on. Really interesting there. Not normally the case here. But this is coming through for you also with this Queen of Wands energy, to be persistent. And that really is a very strong turtle message for you coming through today. And are you maybe packing your little shell here a little too much? Have you sometimes set it down, forgot to pick it up again? That's part of, I feel, a lot of what's going on with you. And part of that as well, which I see in the 5 of Swords. Now, this is your partnership placement, so we'll talk about that. What is going on with you and your person? We can see it. I can see it. We're going to talk about it, but I want to talk more about you right now. I do feel that there's something also going on in your life that is a little bit, I don't know if chaotic is the right word, but things are changing. That's what I wanted to tell you. You have these beautiful ostrich legs. You also have the Spirit here, the ability to transmute into this turtle and persist, transmute into this ostrich, and use those legs, take that head out of the sand and use that to do your work. So I feel that it's rough right now for you, is how it feels. Look right above that as well. We also see the 6 of Swords. So it's very clear there is a lot going on. There's a lot of peace, I feel, needing to be made with yourself, but also For some of you, this is about somebody in your life. And again, it can be a maternal figure. It can also just quite literally be somebody in the family. A lot of you have been feeling probably most of your life, and it feels like it's coming to the surface now. A little bit like, yeah, a black sheep of the family, I want to say. But so some circumstances are kind of up here. Like I said, they're really in the surface, but we see with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords and the Strength card all coming here from Spirit to say you have the ability to change those circumstances, to get that head out. I know that sounds really funny to say that. Use those legs and head toward the things that you want and the change that you're trying to make. I feel like it might be you're kind of holding yourself back a little bit. I want to say twin flames, but there is a feeling that there might be somebody also holding you back a little bit here, and it's sort of bringing you down. So have that strength, get in, love yourself. It's going to be okay. Tell yourself that mantra. You love yourself. You trust yourself. I can do this. I believe in myself. You've endured a lot of pain. You're very resistant, a lot of judgment, I feel, in your life, and in this journey right now, it just feels really strong. You can get through this too. So that's what I wanted to say to you. And yeah, I do feel like you're heading toward something kind of big here, guys, and some changes are being made now. So tap into that right now, transmute into that ostrich and into that turtle. I know, what a combination. And keep going, keep going, and well, keep growing despite the difficulties. Now, I want to talk a little bit, we're going to talk about everything here continuing, but I'm feeling drawn to come over here into your partnership placement in the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. Now, this is you and your person. However, it is your partnership placement also in regard to other people in your life. So we see here there are some changes taking place. I do feel that you have had some disagreements possibly with some people in your life, guys, feeling like the underdog. Possibly it could also have to do with your work, but I do feel like it's family as well. Could even be friendships, but feeling like the underdog, maybe the black sheep, and feeling like things are maybe not fair, I want to say. It's causing some turmoil. It is time to change and let that go. There's that crow again wanting to come through. And there's that broom. And what is that? Well, that broom here, look, the kitty cat, this cat and mouse game, interesting. Trying to sweep that little mouse away who has the swords. Look at that. I feel like you're trying to come out of that conflict and within yourself, but also with some people around you and some of the inner turmoil, from the wounding, the trauma, ancestral wounding as well, and past life stuff that you might not even realize what it is, but you're fighting back. That's what I want to say. There's a lot being triggered in you right now. I feel like you're wanting, and some of you are putting your head in the sand, and it is time to get it out. You have that broom. Clean it up is what I would say to you. The wisdom of the oracle does come through, and I've been feeling really drawn actually since your reading began to get it. So I might bring in the wisdom of the oracle today. But also cleaning things up for yourself, I want to say. Some mental clarity for yourself and loving yourself and trusting in your journey and putting those defenses up where they're needed in terms of people. I do feel that's important right now, and having the strength, but taking them down from yourself and just being honest with yourself and seeing things and doing that work, and also trusting that you have what it takes for whatever it is you're trying to do here, because it feels quite big. Right below it is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is really also, I got to tell you, what we see here, removing some of those physical, mental blocks, some of that chatter that might be going on from other people, to get what it is you're manifesting here, and ultimately reaching your goals here, your spiritual ascension that is part of this twin flame journey, doing your work. I know most of you here are hoping for union, and we know on the twin flame journey it's sometimes not going to be this lifetime. The whole point of it is so that you can ascend and find and live your life purpose for the highest good of all here. That is what I want you to focus on more. so than your person, because this is your partnership placement, and it's really telling the story of your twin flame journey and what is needing to happen here, because these blocks feel really movable. I got to tell you, seeing the Page of Pentacles here for some of you, what you've been manifesting is right there. Whether it is money, a raise, that comes through really strong, of course, with the Page of Pentacles, possibly a better relationship with someone. And for a lot of you too, it is letting go of something, someone toxic. Now, we talk about that a lot in my readings, and we talked about it in your last reading, Twin Flames, of needing to let somebody go that's in your life that is toxic for you, I feel. And of course, as always, negative thoughts, things needing to, be moved through here. So that is still always the case. It's still ringing true, and it still is coming up here. So for some of you, that is a person. But for a lot of you, it's just the stuff that's been triggered and some old wounds and some that you don't even know where they came from that is holding you back. And that is, I see that. You also have that wand up of protection here, and as I said, keeping that up to an extent. And that's the other thing I want to say that to you here about the Seven of Wands, and we talk a lot about it, and I want to talk about it again, are those people in your life, the top third, the middle third, and the bottom third. The top third are those people that are cheering you on and in your corner, want the best for you, generally are expressing that, are people you can count on. Then there is that middle third that are sort of like, whatever, not really caring either way. And it can sometimes be that they're family and people that we can or can't get away from, but they're in we're related to them, or they're people maybe even that we work with. And then there are those bottom three that really just actively don't care and maybe even want to take you down. I feel that energy in your life right now. So that's what I want to say to you about this wand here coming up, these defenses, as put them down for yourself, so that you can get your head out of this sand, this ostrich energy, and use those beautiful, strong legs and get moving. But having that up, that defense up as much as you need to for the people that you might still need to be around. I feel like for some of you that is family, because I am getting a really strong black sheep vibe coming through, underdog vibe. Also coming from, for some of you, through work, and some of these people you can't particularly get away from. So just needing to go into those situations with your light and your guards around you, protecting yourself, having that strength, and going in and doing what you need to do. Okay, so that is just a particular message coming through. We're going to talk about your person in a moment here, but I want to talk a little bit more about the Six of Swords. And this is just what you see here. It's so connected. Look at this. It's so connected. Some of you are really, you're really chasing, I want to say. So that's not for everyone, but a lot of you are. There is a super strong message also with the Eight of Wands to not chase, to surrender. Okay, I know a lot of you have surrendered, you're doing your work, and even those of you that have surrendered might be spending a little bit, a little more time in the Page of Swords than you need to be, kind of keeping up with your person, and that sort of taking you down more as well. So that's not helping you. I just want to say, it's sort of like when you're maybe trying not to eat something particular and you buy it and bring it in the house, or you find a way to get near it and it just derails you. That's what I want to say to you. So practice things in your life that are not going to derail you from your journey. And some of that might be, for some of you, taking an app off your phone, for example, or just practicing some restraint and not checking your twin flames social media, that sort of thing, okay? And even asking, because that does come through too with the Page of Swords, a little bit of that gossipy sort of feeling here, and in particular with the hummingbird, which can be a messenger, and that is the Page of Swords. So it can be sometimes that there's a little bit of gossip going on. But what I really want to talk about here is that Six of Swords, which is coming through really strong. It's Aquarius energy, and it really is connecting right here with that Three of Swords. This is a very difficult, I feel, A lot of you, like I said, are newly separated with your person. It's not for everyone, because a lot of you have been in separation. But right now, seeing the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords here, that this is a difficult time for you. And I want to tell you, this is a transition. It's a difficult ascension. It is a passage, but it's also an initiation, and it's a new beginning here. And that's what I also want to say to you. It's a really important time for your healing right now. When you're feeling it all, when that wound is raw, it's because it's healing. And that is why this is feeling so painful for you right now. Can be for some of you too with this Queen of Pentacles here. There's a lot of self-love energy coming through, both with the Strength card and the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit sending that down for you, but it can be for some of you too, that it's a message that there's somebody, maybe some unlikely kind of, I want to say an unlikely help coming in an unlikely form, I want to say to you, through a particular person, maybe even family or friend, also coming here in the way of helping you for healing. And again, as I said, the Queen of Pentacles and the Strength card also is really about that self-healing here. You really are in the middle of a realignment. And I want to tell you too, if you are a Pisces, I know that's not for everyone. I really highly recommend you watch your Pisces reading. It's a no contact reading, but I think it's not a specific twin flame reading, but I think it's going to be some underlying messages that are there for you. Anyway, that's just a side thing that has come through to me. But I want to tell you, you're really in the middle of a realignment right now, you guys. And so this is not a terrible place to be. You're right in the middle of a shift of consciousness. You're really feeling all your growing pains right now. You're also feeling the wounds, as I said. That is because you're evolving and you're expanding, and it's rapid. It's really fast. We see that here in the Eight of Wands. So that's also Spirit, I got to tell you, has been hearing your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, in particular your ancestors today, I got to tell you, are hearing your SOS calls. So there are going to be some little, I want to say some kind of little miracles, little things that are going to be happening in your life that are going to feel like kind of happy coincidences. So follow those breadcrumbs, guys. That is the serendipity, placing them on a path for you guys. So people, situations, I do feel, as I said, there's somebody here in the Queen of Pentacles energy that might already be there or could also be coming through with the serendipity. It can even be for some of you. That's not for everybody, but looking for love. Definitely not for everyone on a twin flame journey, but a lot of you are. You know, you're waiting. You're not just going to live without love, for those of you not in karmic partnerships. So that might also be what's coming in the way here. And whoever it is that's in this energy of helping you is also a soulmate. I want to tell you that. We're not talking about your twin flame. I'm talking about a soulmate in your life. We can have many, non-romantic, romantic. There is that energy here. But as painful as this is, I got to tell you, it really is Spirit and your angels, your ancestors, hearing your calls for help here. You are really right on the path, guys. So stay in there. For some of you too, I gotta say with this Three of Swords as well, it can be the family energy too that I'm feeling, and also with that Five of Swords and the Six of Swords for some of you, and even the Strength card. For some of you, it can even be that you're going through a separation or divorce with a karmic partner. So I'm going to leave it at that, but that is going to be the case for some of you. But I got to tell you, you and your person both are really in your karmic lessons right now. If I were to say to you what is going on in this reading today, I would say that's a lot of what is going on. We're all in the cycle working out our karmic lessons, and in that circle, just going around and around, however long it's going to take. But it's really strong that you're feeling it right now. Your person is also in it, and I want to tell you, and that's what I want to talk a little bit here about, your person's energy coming through here in the naughty corner, as I said. And yes, I do feel, twin flame, that you are in this particular reading really checking up on your person a little more than usual. Some of you too might be seeing something or hearing something. We see that also with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords, in particular this hummingbird and this element of gossip perhaps, that seeing or hearing how great maybe your twin flame is doing, and even in relation to a karmic partner. So never mind that, what's going on there. It's none of your business, okay? That's what I want to say to you. It's not. I love you so much, but I want you to know that, because that is something that is going to, as I said, trigger more, hold you back here a little bit. And yeah, so if you can find a way to, well, we already know, to detach, to surrender. A lot of you already have. If you haven't, we're going to say that again. But for those of you that have, but you're in and out here, you might want to consider removing particular apps and just taking away that temptation for yourself, because it might be holding you back. Now, I gotta say that too, it can be here as well. We see the Eight of Wands. We also see the Page of Swords. We see the Strength card here. It can be that your person has been maybe sending you a message, unsending messages, or may be sending a message. Now, that's not always the case in the 3D, and that's been going on in your last few readings, because the telepathic messages between you are always flying. The energy exchange is nonstop. It can be particularly strong at times and have a particular undercurrent, the kind of energy. And sometimes you might feel it really dissipate and be a little farther away than closer. So that is always happening. But yeah, the telepathic messages might be quite strong right now. And I do feel that you're seeing a lot of signs. There's a lot of synchronicities going on. As I said, the serendipity here. And while that might bring you some comfort and peace in some ways, there is a strong message to remove some of those temptations, guys, to step back a little bit, okay? And yeah, I know it's what you want to hear, to say, yeah, look, they're keeping an eye on you. They're going to send you a message. Maybe it is here. We also see the Strength card here, trying to get that courage to send a message here. And that is, hello, there goes the camera again. As I was saying, that is an action number. So it can be, and I got to tell you here, this Eight of Wands energy, this is Sagittarius energy, which is the connected to Jupiter, and that really is the sign of good luck and also optimism. And we see here in the Strength card some hope here, and I do feel that your person is hoping that things are going to be resolved, whether they know what exactly the journey is. They do know this connection, feel the separation, and I do feel that they are checking in on you. They do have hope that things will be resolved. But I cannot tell you that, yeah, this is what I'm feeling, a message is going to come. I do think they're really keeping an eye on you. I will say that. That is real clear. And there are telepathic messages for sure. But the 3D message, yeah, that may or may not happen. And again, it's been going on for a while that your person may have been unsending messages as well. But that's what I want to tell you, the alignment here that I see with both of you in many ways. In that Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Strength card, and even here in the Page of Swords, is doing their work, and they're in their karmic lessons. That has not changed here. And it can be that they're also, and that has been going on for a while, and I do feel it in today's reading, that they're in a difficult situation themselves with their family in particular. It can be family of origin, and it can even be also, as we see with the Queen of Pentacles here, it can be a maternal figure here. But there's something or someone that they're also letting go of. So they're doing their thing right now, guys. It does feel a little bit turbulent. But I also feel with your person that I felt for you as well, that the ascension is going on. They're working through a lot. They may not have all the words for it or quite understand it in the same way that you do, but they're also in the middle, of a realignment here, which we see in the Six of Swords. You both are. But I'm here for you, and this is your reading, Twin Flames. And I just feel that right now this is a difficult time. And there's just a really strong message that you've got this. You are resistant, to be persistent on your journey and your spiritual journey, and also what it is that you're going after. Dreams, maybe that's volunteer work, something to do real strongly with money here for some of you. and not worry about other people's journey, because some of you are taking a look at your person, but also other people, feeling a little bit like the black sheep, as I said, the underdog, and let that drive you. Let that help you transmute here into the ostrich and use those 9 to 15, I want to say, feet long, use those legs that can really go a single stride. I want to say it's 9 to 15 feet. A lot. They can cover a lot of ground once they get their head out of that sand, was what I'm saying, because there's a lot of pain here. And you can transmute that into movement and direction, which we see here, and stay optimistic as we see here in this Sagittarius energy and the Jupiter energy that's coming through so strong, because you've been through a lot. You are resistant. You have that. If you need to lighten up that backpack, that turtle shell here, if you need to take a few things out, whether that's people, negative thoughts, then you do that, because that is also coming through. Some of you have had some quite heavy, possibly toxic things going on in your life with other people that you really need to let go. As I said here, keeping up that wand when you need that, putting that protective barrier on you. But look at that. You see that little backpack? It comes off. You can stop, you can take it off, and you can lighten it. And that is the healing that's coming through here with that 8. Very strong. It's a really strong time for healing for you. And as I said, your SOS calls have been heard. So watch for those signs. Watch for those breadcrumbs here. Look at the turtle energy here is quite strong. I got to tell you, the turtle has been really a prominent figure here at the Tarot Closet. I did recently post a sort of a blurry but funny turtle meme. You might have seen that in regards to your person, so that of course does come through. But I got to tell you, the turtle is also a really strong sign of resistance here. And look, the turtle is meeting the hare, the rabbit here, which is about new beginnings. So there is, I know, and we see under the 3 of Swords, there is a resistance. It's painful, because when we feel that pain, we want to stop it by overdoing particular things or substances or whatever that is. This is a message for you to feel it and let it heal, let it come up to the surface, because your prayers, have been heard. Your SOS calls for help have been heard here. Things are happening. So watch for those signs. Watch for those what might feel like little coincidences and synchronicities, and persevere. Keep going toward this new beginning that you so desperately want and that you so desperately deserve. Okay, twin flames, I feel like I'm not going to be bringing in any more tarot here today. Or I don't really feel I want any clarification, new insights, validations. We know what's going on here. Picking up your opalite, we know what this is too, and it's really super connected to realignment, spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional. This is a lot about lightening emotional burdens, also opening up that crown chakra, the third eye chakra, staying grounded, which also comes really strongly through, by the way, in the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, connecting really strongly to nature. That's what I want to tell you too. So Earth angels there, hello. The Empress does come through in such a strange way here today with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here. And I want to say to you, wow, a message is just coming through. For some of you too, it's very goosebumpy. Some of you might be needing to clean up a space that you're in, or maybe even move. Or where you live, create a sort of sacred space for yourself. What I mean by that is, your room, your house, your apartment, whatever that is, and a sacred space in every sense, emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. So also around the people surrounding you. We talk about that a lot, releasing that. Those that are in that bottom third, if you can, not spending time, putting that protective shield around you if you have to be around these people. But it is coming through really strong that a lot of you need to, the nurturing of yourself is real strong here, and other people I feel coming in, but also some release and creating a space for yourself, guys. That is, wow. And for some of you too, That can even be that it's in nature that's coming through. And it goes without saying, this is also coming through of spending more time in nature. That's just a given. That's not anything I feel like you haven't heard before, but it is coming through for a lot of you. You're not really getting enough. Yeah, you're not connecting enough to Mother Earth. I gotta say that. Take those shoes off, feel the ground, get that sunlight, that air, drink that water. It's real strong. There's a real strong element of the earth element, of course, but of self-care needed. Okay, I'm going to stop there. We're going to look at your Moonology manifestations, and that has been left behind, so this is yours. And I also really want to bring in, as I said, some wisdom of the Oracle. So let's first see what's going on here. First quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. All right, guys, this is also part of that Seven of Wands here. Are some of you feeling, as I said, like the underdog, black sheep, held back by someone in your family or someone even from work here, a little bit insecure, seeing what's going on with everybody else? And your twin flame, I see that as well. But here's that mantra coming through again. I love myself. I believe in myself. I trust myself. Let's do this. I'm resistant. I can push through any insecurity. Twin flames, this is incredible here. That is the divine. That's a lot of emotions there, and that is the moon as we see. And in Cancer, which is just, oh my gosh, so connected to a lot of emotions. So I'm really feeling that here for you today. You know, this is what's interesting. Look, it wants to be here. That just happened. Okay, I don't know if that's ever happened, but yeah, that's a message that needs to come through. You know, I say this a lot in readings. Particular messages come through and I say, okay, if I were looking at what is the card of the reading, I would say this or that. This has taken over kind of everything here in your reading today, Twin Flames. I want to get some wisdom of the Oracle for you. Just a moment. So let's see what is coming through. It's shuffled and ready to go, as my decks are when they are away. But let me actually just get one more just for prosperity. Okay. Let me do a little bit of a cut here. And sometimes that will reveal a message, a card, but it did not this time. So let's go. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. What would you like to show our twin flames, soulmates, starseeds, light workers, anyone who has arrived here today? Show us the card or cards. Aho. There are two here. Twin flames, you received the To Be Fair card and the message in a bottle. Okay, this is very interesting. Now, this is a 38. That is coming to an 11. First of all, that is a master number. New beginnings. And I got to tell you, here with this message in a bottle, there's a lot I want to say. So let me begin here with the To Be Fair card. Really connecting with the Three of Swords. What has gone on in the past? Some of the things, like I said, you do not know. Past life stuff going on here. Also ancestral trauma, things that you may not know, past life trauma, past life wounding. Something is coming up, and for some of you, it is connected to your family, some of the triggering that's been happening, your shadow work. It's coming up here with the Justice card, and it's in your current energy here. For some of you, that might even be connected to a divorce or a separation or something legal. Interesting, because there's a lot of twin flame energy here in the Justice card. This is, of course, the wisdom of the Oracle. This is not the tarot card. But look here, there are the scales here. Libra energy comes through quite strong. Also, there is the owl right above that. So there is indicating that the wisdom there and some realization. So for some of you, that's about something that went on that you are letting go or really needing to let go and deal with. We see that with the Three of Swords. Whether that's something that happened to you, it was not your fault. I want to send that through. Whether that is a divorce or a separation or, yeah, something in your childhood here, it is coming through. That owl saying, you know, that it's in the past. You need to work it out. And if you need to say to yourself, I know it wasn't my fault, or I know now I've worked out that lesson, that is what's coming through. It's really connecting with the Three of Swords here today. Are you guys hearing this throat chakra? It is incredibly strong, and that is connecting here. I'm going to leave this here. That is connecting to the message in a bottle. Now, a lot of things going on here. This is Spirit, first of all, hearing your cry out. I gotta say to you, that is the Six of Swords here. I'm hearing your calls, as we said, the SOS, the messages, Spirit saying, watch for those signs. I'm sending help. I've sent help. I feel like I said it, someone in your, coming into your soul group, your soul family, your soul tribe, or somebody that's already there that is part of that help coming in the way. For some of you, maybe in a Mother Earth can be that they're even a Taurus or a Cancer, but that's not going to be for everyone. But that mothering energy and that feminine energy, and it can also, there's no gender here, can come in a, one would say divine masculine, but them coming in with that, really in touch with this divine feminine energy for you. Somebody here in your life that I feel might already be in your life or is coming in your life to help you. So that is the first thing I want to say. And Spirit is also saying that. We talked about it with the synchronicities and the serendipity. So watching for the music, the repeating numbers, all the things we always talk about in the readings, but it's real strong. And that's also part of helping you, these things that you're going to be seeing. And lastly, which we talked about with the Page of Swords in particular and the Eight of Wands, it can be that your person is going to send a message, and it can come in the way of an SMS, a text, through social media, or even a phone call. Now, again, this is not a prediction, guys, so I don't want to say to you, yeah, be prepared for that. It can happen. And this is a strong indication for some of you that it has or it's going to. But I need to send the message through because it's really clear it's coming through. Look, there's the phone call. There is the message in the bottle. And it can be for some of you too. Look, it's floating here. It's very emotional. In the divine, where did we see that? What we were talking about here. Push through any insecurity, also coming through. There's the divine. You might be standing there waiting for it too. Interesting. And I gotta say, we know that with the Seven of Wands also. We know this is in separation. For some of you, it's new. We see that in the Three of Swords. You've been waiting, and you might have been waiting for a message. So it can be that does happen. But I want to say to you, what's also going on here with the message in the bottle is that it's floating in the divine. And yeah, it can go adrift. It can also be taken down by something in the water. It can hit, as you see here, look, this coral reef and break maybe, and that message never comes to you. And that is something I've been feeling in your readings for a while, and that I feel here today. Also coming through is that unsent messages, and possibly messages that were not responded to. Maybe they're writing messages and not sending them. There is a strong indication that a lot of you have seen it, or something has come through or will come through. Again, it's not a prediction, but it's pretty strong. And again, yeah, it can be that it's getting derailed here. It's floating off. It's been sunk, that sort of situation here. And we can see that with this message bearer coming through. And look, that is a starfish clinging to the outside. That is infinite possibilities here. There are hearts inside the bottle. There are stars. So whether it's coming or not, or came, they do think about it. I think you both do. That's just not anything I feel like is any news here, but it is a validation for some of you, and a super duper validation about the spirit here, spirit, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, answering your calls for help, coming in the way of signs, people, for you, stepping into your power, also coming through real strong here with the Seven of Wands, and continuing, being persevering. You've got this. I know you've been through a lot and you're going through something now, but that really is because you're feeling these growing pains because you are in the middle of a shift of consciousness, guys. You're in the middle of a realignment here. And yeah, It's actually quite beautiful. I understand painful though. Okay, we're going to look at some infinity cards. I did decide to bring them into the reading earlier and I do still feel it. So let's see what wants to come in. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the card or cards. We just saw the interesting. Yeah, look, there's 3. That's the most I'll take. And we did just see the wild card. Yeah, look, it came right out. I lifted up the deck and it came out. We were meant to meet. That's the serendipity also, and it can even be for the person that's coming in, guys. Your inner voice, that's also here. Push through any insecurities, connected to that moon energy. Your intuition, your inner voice, trusting yourself on this journey here, the moves that you're making now, the moves that you know you need to make, knowing how far you've come, trusting yourself that you can come up and do the work, as painful as it is, it's okay. And let's see what's going on here. Wow. Yeah, look, inner voice, also using your voice. That's also standing your ground here for some of you that might be feeling like you need to in this 5 of Swords energy. Okay, interesting. I'm going to move this here and look, that just got left. And is that being left too? Yes. All right, so we're going to keep them here to look at in just a moment, but I want this space. I want to put the voice there. This is also really connected to sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very strong communication here. And it can even be, again, with that Page of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the message in the bottle, that is your person coming through here with a voice message. All right, guys. Karma, not surprised, because you are working out your karmic lessons, some of which I feel you're aware of right now. Something in particular here with the To Be Fair and the 3 of Swords that you feel you're in. And you're both in your karmic lessons. For some of you, there's something that you're letting go and you're feeling like you've completed that. Interesting. Okay. And clarity. Wow. Yeah, that's really kind of everything here. Also really strongly connected to that sword energy. Clarity in relationships. What's going on, guys? Is that work? Is that family for a lot of you? Also using your voice, I got to tell you. It comes through with your person, but that's also for you here. In the clarity that once you take your head out of that sand, beautiful ostrich, that you can receive. I don't know why I can't ever say that word. I'm going to put this here. Let's see, these came early. I care too much what people think. Look right here, the To Be Fair. Actually, I kind of want to put it with the To Be Fair and the Page of Swords there. Also, I feel like what's interesting too, I feel like that's a message some of you might even be sending. I am waking up. These are coming off. Look, another 3, and that's it for these from the Infinity deck. So we're going to look at them. Then we're going to finish with your messages and close the reading. It's gone on a little bit long today. Life purpose, that's just a given in your reading. And it really is strong what's going on with that. The blocks that I feel that you've put there that also other people have, that you know that you can and need to overcome and persevere. We see it all here with the new beginnings for you, and the hare, or excuse me, the turtle in the hare. Healing. This is just also a given message here. There's a lot of that going on. And I gotta say, it's connecting here. Some of you are realizing it. You're letting go of some bottom third thoughts, bottom third people, getting that karmic lesson worked out, guys. You're getting closer. It's pretty strong here. For some of you, you may not even realize it because it's something from a past life. Some of you, it is not the past life. You know what I'm talking about. And fear. And that's also connecting here because we know it's scary. And we talked about it, keeping your head in the sand there, and the 3 of Swords. I understand that. Don't be afraid. You have this. You have this. You have this. That mantra. Remember, I love myself. I trust myself. I believe in myself. Let's do this. Okay? Everything, all the mistakes, the accomplishments, all of it, what needs to get done. Okay, we're going to look at love messages today, and I'm also still feeling that they're going to come down. So, Taurus energy, selenite. I don't feel there's a lot to say to that, except it is connected to Taurus energy. That's also the Hierophant energy. Also, the elephant energy, the obstacles, the family energy as well. There's a lot going on here with you guys, with your childhood, particular family members, ancestral wounding. It's strong. It always comes through in your readings, Twin Flames, but it is strong today, so that wanted to come through. Okay, Twin Flames, so I'm going to get a few messages here. These are messages from your person's higher self that I'm feeling drawn to bring in another deck here. My heart and soul scream out for you. I am wising up. Interesting. I know you want me to. Well, that's obvious. How many are here? That is 3. Nope, that's 4. It's too many. But look, this one on the bottom is being pushed off. That's too many. Okay. I just can't sleep because I keep thinking about you all night. This is also... Excuse me, guys. The camera, I tell you, it's making me crazy. I feel like I want to grab another deck here. So that's what I'm going to do. That is where I'm feeling drawn. So let's see what is going on. Messages from their higher self. All I have ever wanted is to have you for life. You are the pillar of my life. That is that divine feminine, divine masculine energy coming in. The High Priestess and the High Priestess counterpart, guys. The divine masculine, the Hierophant, which we already saw here, but also coming through in a different way. Every time we part, I realize I want to be closer to you. I actually want to put that here, I think. Your smile is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I love when this comes down. Your love awakens my soul, and it makes me reach for more. If I could turn back time, I would. Things are going to start getting covered. All right, we're going to give them a last chance. Your voice is my favorite sound. Musicians here, conversations. Maybe it's something you're doing with your work. Darling, I just want to let you know I am deeply in love with you. I love you every step of the way. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. As I said, I feel like you're standing here at the edge listening to these messages. A lot of you really connecting in the evenings when you are alone, really connecting with the moon in particular. Without you in my life, everything is meaningless. Okay, so these are the last 3, but actually, you know what? I have to take this one because the way it pushed out. You inspire a love in me that I never knew was possible. And these are yours, and we're going to get your Tarot Closet channel love messages from their higher self, and then we're going to close your reading, Twin Flames. This was quite long today. I love you to the moon and back. There is that moon energy that I was feeling so strongly. Baby, I miss your smile and sparkling eyes. That has come through again. So a whole lot of physical stuff going on here. And that Page of Swords energy, yeah, your person most likely looking at pictures, and whether it's their phone or social media. But be careful, guys. You're doing that, okay? Because that might derail you. I want to be your favorite hello and your hardest goodbye. Twin Flames, messages from their higher self. Then we're going to close your reading. I will never give up on us. I am so sorry I hurt you. I'm sending you telepathic messages. Yeah, look, it's right there also with the message in a bottle. We know that. It's strong right now. I have so many regrets. It's a very strong. It's always going on, guys. But watch for them. Please wait for me. Will you wait for me? Interesting. I love you. Coming through again. You are so beautiful. You deserve so much more. Yes, I know you love me. Okay. My heart is yours, and I received your telepathic messages, Twin Flame. Okay. I was saying last chance in my mind. I didn't say it, but they took this, they put down as many as they could. 3, the number of the divine, also coming through for you guys today. Divine masculine, divine feminine, and the source. God, your goddess, the universe. I'm so sorry I ran. I am so lost without you. You are so good to me. Twin flames, that is your reading today. I wish you well, love, light, all things good. If you enjoyed your reading, make sure to like and comment. Comments are on all across the channel forever. So feel free and share if there's someone you think that might enjoy or find value, hope, clarity, peace in my readings. And of course, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you know when I'm uploading. Twin Flames, your new channel is coming, so hang tight. I will still be bringing your readings here, probably not as often. 1 to 3 a week is about what I'm shooting for. Sometimes that's 1, probably like this week, but they will continue coming. Then your new channel will be released, and they'll mostly be over there, but I will always bring twin flame readings here to the tarot closet, probably just not so many. Anyway, so make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for being here. I love you. Take very good care of yourselves, okay? I see that you're going through it. You're going to be okay. Persevere, and remember to say to yourself as many times as you need to, I love you. I trust you. I believe in you. Let's do this. Bye, twin flames.